Relax Melt Wax. This is the spooky edition where we will be making potions and wonderful things out of wax to bring with me for my special Halloween plans. Welcome, one and all. It is lovely to see you. Okay, I'm gonna get sorted here and see if any of these are spooky and if maybe I can put them away so I have room for everything else. All right, knew I was missing something, the ability to see. Welcome, welcome. All right. It's lovely to see you. I apologize for my tardiness, but I am happy to see you, and I hope that your day has been wonderful. Okay, I am slowly but surely getting organized here, and we need, oh, that's on fire, and we need these. All right. So, hi Jody, the large pumpkin ones I got you. Large pumpkin, like a wax seal? What? I'm like, do I? I don't think I do. Okay, so welcome. Large pumpkins. The largest ones I have are these, and they're like mermaids and dragons. Pumpkin wax seals? I've only got the one. These are all of my Halloween wax seals at the bottom here, but I only have the one pumpkin. Maybe, I mean, I'll look through my Halloween decor that I've gotten from you and different things over the years, but I don't have any giant wax seal pumpkins. Okay, so I just poured a bunch of wax in my lap. Welcome, one and all. So, oh, I do have a castle with a little pumpkin. Oh my God. That's true, there is a little pumpkin there. Hold on. Here. That one? Okay, so today we are making, hi! Today we are making wax seal stickers that are, sorry, I'm also getting organized because I just haven't had time to put things away and they're starting to get a little hectic. But today we are making spooky wax seal stickers, and there is a reason for the madness. Last night I wrote poetry live in Providence, Rhode Island for Waterfire, which is just a lovely event that is free to the public, and I had a lovely, wonderful time. And at first I was a little bit flustered because making things live, wait, hold on, I forgot to say my name or anything. Hi, I'm Erica. I own TreasuredLetter. We're gonna make stickers out of wax. That's the vibe. So anyway, last night I was a little flustered because they had like everywhere cordoned off with ropes. So for about 2 hours, no one could walk freely. So I was there, but I felt nervous to set up because I'm busking, okay? Like, we're clear on this. So I was nervous to set up because it was just like security and like staff members everywhere. And it turns out where I am is like this big, hi Anwar, it's this big like circular basin filled with like a circle of flames. And then there was this beautiful giant round pink flower display in the middle because it was like a cancer charity thing going on. And I was like, those flowers are so pretty. And then around the like railings of like the bridges and everything, they lit torches and had all of the volunteers like light torch to torch, and then they all stood around it. It was really lovely. So that explains all the cording off. So then after that, they took things down, and then I could do poetry. So I was there for about 2 hours, unable to do anything, so I was a little nervous. But then after that, everything was great. Because things were cordoned off and everything, the place I usually set up every time so people can always find me, like a whole restaurant, like, was set up with like tables and everything, so I couldn't be there, so I was somewhere else. So I was really nervous people wouldn't be able to find me or anything, but it turned out great and it was wonderful. However, I was like, oh, this is so lovely, thinking like the fire is beautiful, there's people going by on boats, the flowers are so pretty. Little did I know they set the flowers on fire. That was like the centerpiece. So I'm like, wow, that is so lovely, and then it's just a flame. And I was like, what? I was just minding my business. And then I was like, where'd the flowers go? So that was a little bit shocking, but it was very, very nice. But I went like earlier than usual thinking it would be good to set up, and it wasn't. It was just like me being super nervous with all the staff there. Then after a time, I heard some of the staff members see my setup, and they were like, oh, I wish I had money with me, and walked away. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get in trouble. So that was good. But it was good because it made me like roll with the punches, and I did like a good job like adjusting to a situation that's uncomfortable, which is sort of the point of why I'm doing this. So I was very proud of myself for that. Your sister's birthday is coming up. What's today? The 5th. Oh, very soon. Happy birthday to your sister. So anyway, I think it was really good for me to like learn that adaptability, because that's the first time things haven't gone exactly as planned, right? Which is fine. So next weekend, I will not be streaming, probably Saturday night, but weather dependent. It could be Sunday. It should be Saturday though, because I'm going to go to Salem, Massachusetts, and see if I can set up a spooky poem stand for Halloween. So these are wax seals. We're gonna make spooky stickers. I'm just trying to put some away real quick because I'm a hot mess and I haven't been able to put anything away. But we're gonna start with this, and then we're going to make a pumpkin, and they'll be really pretty. So if y'all could like wish me luck, because I'm genuinely scared, because it's just outside my comfort zone. I've never been there. I have no idea if I'm going to be allowed or if I'm just going to get kicked out. I don't know anything that's going to happen, which is both exhilarating and terrifying. So, you know, hopefully it goes great, but either way, I will be doing my best. And if I can make even one poem for somebody that's spooky, I will love that. So if you are from Salem, Mass, or will be around that area, me too, next weekend. So here's hoping it goes really well. I would love to be able to like make some friends with people with like businesses and stuff so that I could come back and do that like legally, but we'll see how it goes. But I think it'll be fun. Thanks, Austin. Y'all are lovely. I met like the sweetest woman while I was sitting there waiting. Okay, so because I was like so nervous to set up, knowing that like I shouldn't be there, you know, and there's all these staff, and there's a policeman with a super cute dog. Anyway, so I was nervous, so I like set up my table, and then they'd walk by and I'd like break down the table, and I did this 3 times because I was scared. So in the meantime, this woman was talking to me, and she was like, so what do you do? And she was so nice, and it helped me so much just by like making conversation so I wasn't like just like nervous. And she was like, so do you like support yourself? That's amazing. And I was like, you're a literal angel. And the person she was with was like, let me take photos of you for branding. Like, it was so sweet. So shout out to Julie and everyone that was so kind to me last night. Thank you so very much. Y'all make my day. Hello in France, welcome. I'm manifesting going to Paris, so perhaps I'll see you there. but it went well. So usually I stay about 5 hours, but this time I only stayed 4 hours because there just wasn't the same amount of people, and I think it's because they were back-to-back weekends. So I am going to Salem, and I think I'm gonna wear a witch hat because I have one and I never get to wear it. And see what happens. Are they okay with busking? I have no idea. Is it going to be fine? It'll be fine either way, but I think it'll be fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Our goal is 56 likes and $50 in sales or donations. Because is it a new week? It's not, it's Sunday, it's not Monday. Well, it's almost a new week. Not that I know of, or at least I'm hoping there's not, Ashley. But I think it's Columbus Day weekend. It's super crowded. And I'm trying to go to places that are very crowded because then people might happen upon my poetry and then find out my business exists and then I can make friends and it'll be great. Oh. Ooh. Oh. This too. So if you would like to check out TreasuredLetter.com, I will make you something, or you can get merch, whatever strikes your fancy. But yes, I'm hoping that the event is just me setting up poems and making them. Last time I went there, I went to Salem. I was super excited, and there was a little park in the center, and there was a man on a soapbox ranting, and I thought it was a bit. And so I'm standing there like, ha ha ha, you know. I thought he was joking. He was not joking. It turned out that he was actually serious. But that's when I learned that sometimes it's not a bit. So anyway, if he's there and allowed to just yell at people, I feel like me writing love poems, maybe that's okay. So we're going to find out. But I've only been there like the once, and there was like really good pizza, so here's hoping that still exists. But other than that, I know it's like crazy crowded. I've seen TikTok videos that are like, this is today in Salem, and people can't move, and I'm like, yes, would you like a poem? It's spooky. So that's the plan. Rhode Island in the house. Hi, me too. Is Dan going with you? Yes. For it is tragic, but I am a terrible driver. And it's hours away. I thought it was closer. It is not. So it's a bit away. And so Dan's going to drive me and bring his mom. So they're going to go have a lovely day. I'm going to write some poems. They're probably going to keep an eye on me because they're protective because I'm like naive and I'll just follow you for candy. But the point is I will be in Salem making poetry this Saturday. I have not. That's exciting. East Providence. Hi. I was literally at Waterfire in Providence last night. Okay, so you look like you're from what does that mean? Is my accent getting worse? Okay, so Warwick, Rhode Island it's sort of like Boston where they say like Warwick. And I know a lot of times I lose the letter R, especially when I'm talking about like water or like things at the end of my words. So I'm definitely from here. But welcome one and all. We're going to be making spooky stickers. So we'll be making these amongst other things. Oh, Jody requested this one. We're going to make that one. And then these are all spooky, so we'll have to decide. But I mean, if any of you want them, I'll put them aside and you can have them. Otherwise, they will be available for the spooky poems in Salem. Thank you. The Rhode Island accent. Shh, just let me pretend. It's so bad. Okay, so make all of it. Spooky marathon. Well, you know what? We could though. We could make them today and tomorrow and like just keep making them until Saturday. I don't know. I don't know how many we have, but we could always get more. No, I have a problem. I cannot get more, y'all. I don't have the money. But anyway, if y'all would like to help with that, my website is TreasuredLetter.com and I will make you something spooky. Oh yeah, I should make myself something spooky. I'm thinking maybe, I know it's not spooky, but if I put a pumpkin in here, I feel like it would be cute. But maybe I should put something else, like a skull or something. I don't know. My specialty is spooky cute. I don't really like spooky scary, so we'll work on it. Yes, they're going to be Pay What You Want poetry when it's live, because I've never been there. I have no idea how it's going to go. If you ask me for something and I look like a deer in headlight and there's a lot of people and I'm scared, I don't want to charge that until I know my bearings and I can do it. Now, in the past, I have been doing Waterfires, and even if I'm nervous and I black out, like I am back in the world all of a sudden when I'm like, here's your poem. So I can do it. I just get nervous. Hi, Gloom. Thank you. Y'all are lovely. Hi, Bryce. Oh my God. These are all my friends. Okay, so if anyone's near Salem, Massachusetts, or if you're not near but you're like wealthy and you want to fly there, it's fun there. Anyway, I will be there next weekend. I didn't realize it's a holiday and I'm scared about people because I am afraid of people. However, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be a fancy business lady and I'm going to sell a poem. That's what's going to happen. Dear God. Okay, can I tell you about a Halloween costume? So my favorite Halloween costume for children is this costume that I saw last year on TikTok about this girl who was so excited because when her mom asked her what she wanted to be, she said, I want to be a chair. And the mom was like, you're kidding, right? And the little girl was like, no. And she made her a chair costume. And I've never seen a happier child. It was so cute. So anyway, you're asking the wrong person because I'm going to tell you weird things. But I feel like fun costumes are like aliens, dragons, whichever. Whatever makes you feel joyfully happy. It should be Saturday, yes. Right now it's showing Saturday sunny and then Sunday rainy. If that changes at all, then I could switch. Girl, I cannot talk today. I could switch the days if I need to, but right now it's looking like Saturday. Hopefully. Yes, that is the plan, to overcome my fears and just be a little bit braver, get outside my comfort zone, which I did today because the OGs here know I don't lightly say I'm afraid of people, but I really am. So today I went to what I think is one of the scariest things on planet Earth, which is a baby shower. And it's not because the people... No, it is. They're scary. But it's because I don't know what kids are going to do when there's a lot of them. There's a lot. And I'm so scared. So I went and I did so good. Y'all would be so proud of me. I really did. I seemed like a regular lady who wasn't terrified, I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, then someone gave me apple butter and I never had that before, and y'all said I should try and make it, and you know what? Now I understand why. That stuff is delicious. I thought it was going to be more butter texture, but the taste is 100% delicious. They do. Salem does do a lot of crazy Halloween stuff. So basically Main Street is Halloween city. Okay, there's magic potion, like crystal shops. There's a mall that's dedicated to, like, I don't want to say Halloween, I'm gonna say witch stuff. There's tours of like famous witch houses, and there's street tours where they go through and they tell you about ghost tours, and it is very what Salem is known for because of the Salem witch trials. So they go all in. Soon as October starts, it is very busy. And it's very nice in my eyes because a lot of the things along that street are small businesses and they thrive from that level of tourism. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm hoping maybe I could like meet some people, and I don't know, we'll see. Anwar, I'm going to send you the best vibes on planet Earth. When you wake up, you're going to be like, my God. Because the whole stream is going to be like, here you go. Okay, so where were we? Your tummy hurts. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. Today, I had like the most delicious food ever. So then I felt kind of like my tummy was hurting because I like overdid it because it was like really yummy, but then I went for like a super long walk and I felt better, and I got to look at all the Halloween decorations lit up, so that was nice. I also walked on a bike path for the first time. That was nice today. All right, so gloom, that is precious, and I love it. So, I want to be a clown. That's unnerving, but I support you. Is it like a scary clown or like whimsy? Because like one is scary, the other is like, that's cute. One, I will run away if I walk into you. You decide. They do. The kids do love me. I'm just not used to the chaos. Do you know what I mean? But I did have an interesting conversation with a 14-month-old child today. Yes, come to Salem. I hope it goes well. I'm scared, but I figured like I've been holding this in for a bit. I've been deciding when I can go and when it will happen and what to do and blah, blah, blah. And like planning ahead. I got all these lights. I did a whole bunch of stuff. I got business cards. I wrote promo codes on the cards so that in case anyone wants to buy anything for Christmas or whatever, they could get a discount. I really tried hard. So Waterfire went well, and if anyone's wondering, I write poetry live. So if you're getting married or having an event of any kind and would like a poet, it's me. You could just fly me there. I'll go. Just bring me along. I'll write poems. They do. Kids look at me sometimes and they're like, she's an elf. I don't know what I want to be for Halloween. I've really thought it over. I was going to be Velma, but now I'm wondering, because it would just be so easy for Dan to be Shaggy. Like low-key. It would be so easy. But I don't know. Thank you, horse. Welcome. Okay, so this is pretty. This is like a new green that I got when I went to Italy, and it's really pretty. And then that is like a golden green, and then there's black and frog green, and I can't remember if I put sage green or not, but whatever's in there, it's gonna be lovely. So, will I go and be a millionaire for making poetry in Salem? Yes, we're manifesting. All right, but I hope that it goes well. Today, I watched a motorcycle race with Dan's dad, and it was very dramatic. Everything I didn't want to happen kept happening. It was bananas. However, I was really happy for the winner because they had never won before, and everybody deserves to be excited in that way when you're working like your whole life and like literally going crazy to win. Athletes are a different breed, y'all. I could never. I'm too much of a baby. He did so bad, Jody. It was tragic. I love him anyway, though. I went to Chicago for a weekend once. Then I left because I was just visiting a friend. Do you race? That's cool. Yeah, I like to watch MotoGP. All right, so this is super pretty. Oh my God, what did I put in this? Okay, it's definitely frog green. That's that one. That's the new green. Black, and then this green gold. Look how pretty this is. That's pretty. Oh, I'm so happy. But yeah, I have a motorcycle license, which nobody ever expects, especially because I always rag on the fact that I'm a bad driver. But I did get my license, and I do not, I'll ride on the back, but I have no business being on the road. Okay, I love Harry Potter. Absolutely love. How about you? Yes, our goal is $50 in sales or donations to round out a truly psychotic week. I do. I know. I hope I don't get banned again on TikTok. If y'all are wondering, it's because I'm a dangerous lady who makes stickers. That's it. That's the whole story. Oh my God. Anyway, I keep getting violations on TikTok, but the violations are saying I'm not disclosing my content, which means that I'm not telling them so that they can label it that I'm selling something, which is fair, except I am labeling it. And then I'm screenshotting that label. But they don't care. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to get banned again. And last time was for a week. So I don't know, y'all. Maybe if I post more videos, they'll be less mad at me. It's really a game of cat and mouse on TikTok, which is why I moved to YouTube. I really like it here. You know, nobody's banned me or anything. If y'all are wondering, like, we're making stickers, okay? I was thinking of dressing up, but then I don't know, because today was like 80 degrees. Like, I don't know what's happening in Rhode Island because it's supposed to be cold right now, but it was not cold at all. So if I have like a full costume on, I feel like I'll be dying because I have to carry all my equipment. Even Dan will be there this time, which is helpful. But usually I bring only what I can carry, so that, and also it won't be daylight, like it won't be nighttime. So I guess I don't have to bring all the lights and everything, but, that must be it, aviation. No. Okay. So, no, that's scary, Anwar. I'm half joking, but I really don't want to be banned again. I'm trying my best, TikTok. But that is why we're here. And I really like YouTube. Like, you can say what you mean and you don't get in trouble or anything. And by the way, when I say what I mean, I'm like, here is a pumpkin sticker that we're making today. like I'm not saying anything crazy, y'all. All right, so, but realistically, I really wish I could find pastel orange. And if anyone ever finds a wax that's pastel orange, like, just send it my way, because, like, I guess this kind of goes. This is like a sherbet kind of orange. That's nice. I don't have pastel. All right, so where were we? Ah, yes, the website. The website is TreasuredLetter.com, and we're gonna make this. And it's just like a lovely place where I make things for people, like lockets with wax inside, or poetry, or stickers, or letters. Last night at Waterfire, someone ordered a letter from me, and I was so honored. It made me so happy. All right, anyway, back on track. What was I looking for? Nope, whatever that was is gone. I do have to remember to drink water, because all I've had today is like inexorbitant amount of caffeine. P.O. box. So I go on Fridays, except this past week I went on a Thursday, but there was nothing there on Friday, so it was okay. I will not be getting a face tattoo. Thank you for asking. Although I do think when people get tattooed freckles that's cute. All right, back on track here. I'm not sure we've ever been on track, but yes, if you would like to support, I make like lockets with wax inside that you can choose from. That's a large one. This is a mini one. And I'm going to be making a bunch of Christmas ones and be at a holiday market in Providence, Rhode Island, and I'm excited. So this is the first time Treasured Letter is going out of state. So I feel like traveling into Massachusetts is a big step for me, because I've never, like, Treasured Letter is supposed to be, we're trying to get 10,000 subs. Please subscribe. Anyway, we're trying to get 10,000 subs. And then my goal was to travel around the world giving out poetry to people, making them happy. And I feel like leaving the state for the first time is a really big deal, because it's like I have a skill tree and I'm slowly leveling up. And I'm really excited about that. So here's to that. My favorite thing that I make or sell. Ooh, my favorite thing. Well, if we're being selfish, and we are in this question by me, I like to write poems. So they're written on like handmade floral paper, and then they're typed out on a vintage typewriter. That's my favorite thing. When you order it on the site, I like put twine around it and I put rose petals inside, and then I seal the envelope with wax. I like that because there's only two options. One, you choose the topic and who it's for and what you want. But the second one is a mystery poem. And what that means is that I can write about whatever I want and send it to you. And that is so fun for me. That's so fun for me. That's my favorite thing. Because as a writer, I just like to write. Do you know what I mean? So that's my favorite. But I wear this almost every day. Like this particular, it's a thistle. I love it. So that might be a second answer. But writing makes me very, very happy. I am very strange, and therefore I fit in as a poet. I can do that. If you want me to be like your ophthalmologist, you've got another thing coming. Hope that helps. Okay, so how do I get inspiration? It's going to sound super cliche, but as somebody who is, I go for a lot of walks, and also I pay attention a lot when people are talking to like what's going on around me, which is not a great trait. It's an ADD trait. Like you're talking and I'm like, wee. But anyway, so I just notice like little things, and then I write about that one little thing, like the leaf I saw in the wind, or like the sound of when you step on crunchy leaves. Love. Or just like if I'm at the beach and I see like a happy couple that's like really old sitting on a bench holding hands, and I'm just like, so things like that, just little tiny things make me so happy. But the thistle is my favorite for the mini locket because it's this little vintage stamp. Just a little, looks like a little Monopoly piece, you know what I mean? Like a board game piece. But they're all tiny, like so. For reference, that's like the large locket, that's the mini one. So it's just a little tiny thing. I should read you a poem. What kind of poem? I have many a poem. I can read you one though. Do you have topics that you like? I couldn't believe when someone pointed out that I don't have any Halloween poems. I felt like remiss. So I'm going to have to write a bunch. And then I thought, why not write them in like the heart of Halloween? So I'm going to Halloween Town, which is Salem. Where do I find this? Here we go. Just pick one I like. Okay. All right. Poems that I like. I have to be careful because some of them haven't gotten to their owners yet. Do you know what I mean? So I can't read that yet. La, la, la. Okay, and some I don't even remember writing, but I did, but I... Okay. Let's see. And then once I write my poetry book that I'm working on, I already have plans for what I want to do after that. Like I'm far down the line in terms of what needs to happen at this point. I'm psychotic. Okay, so hi Tamara, welcome back. Hi Arrow, your name is cool. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna read anything sad because that's not necessary. And that I don't think has arrived yet. So bear with me just a second. I will read you a poem or two. Let's see. Poems for moms, poems for a lot of things. this done yet? Nope. Okay. Hi. I did get married, and then I saved up, and we just went on our honeymoon, and it was amazing. Thank you. And it threw people off because they thought I like just got married because I went on the honeymoon, but I couldn't afford to go right away. So I just had to plan. And I think I should dye my hair pink again before I go. What are your thoughts? If you're wondering where I'm going to Salem to write poetry. If you're nearby, please join because I'm scared no one will show up because I've never been there before. Okay. So what is this? Okay. No, that's sad. Okay. We're not reading a sad poem. That's not the vibe tonight. I'm full of sugar and joy and also caffeine. I know it washes out so fast, but that's my own fault because I take showers hotter than the sun. So the permanent hair dye is like, girl, what are you doing? So that's what happened. I regret nothing. All right. This is about winter coming. Girl. Purple, you say? I do really like having gray hair, which is usually like a very light purple. Oh my God, we got our like goal. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so our goal was 56 likes because I've been upping it by 2, so I feel braver each day. Thank you. Okay, where were we? Oh, I was gonna read you a poem. Good God. All right, so I've been organizing them because I'm writing a book, but a lot of the ones I have on here now are really sad. So I'm like, no, thank you. But I can't help it. A lot of people ask for different types of poems, and y'all, I write those poems. Okay, so if you have anything that you would like written out or need written out, then you just let me know. Thanks, Anwar. Thank you, Dark. I don't know about that, but lovely to meet you. Okay. This is about an aunt. This is about nursing. This is for someone's sister. I don't remember this one. What's this one? This is okay. This is okay. We can do this. I was looking for a happy poem. Okay, so this is called Wildflowers. There's a field outside full of wildflowers. They stand proudly, firm and strong, for these flowers know that they can withstand any wind or weather that falls. Each petal glistens in the light, each flower's beauty shines, with the confidence they need to grow despite any odds. Each flower is resilient, strong, stunning, and free. Wildflowers are everywhere. What a beautiful thing to be. So they specifically asked for a poem about wildflowers, so that is what I made. And then this is a poem I made about fireflies, but this is a mystery poem, so I just wrote this one. But it's called A Light in the Dark, and it goes like this. Hold on, let me see if this is. I don't want to set fire to my favorite spoons. It just happens gradually, like a thing of nature. Alas. Okay. That orange that I used did not melt very well, so this will be a funky shape. But joke's on them, I like that shape, so. Thanks, dragon. I love dragons. Oh, I get distracted. I want to make one, but we're making spooky things. I've got a mission. All right, it goes like this. I get so nervous. I get like dry mouth. Remember, there is a single firefly making his way through the dark. Instead of lamenting the darkness, he himself becomes a beacon, an adaptable guiding light, bringing warmth and a feeling of comfort to all those who encounter him. He reminds me of you, and for this, I am grateful. Yes, I hope you like it. That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, Laurel. Thank you. Okay, so this is a cute little pumpkin, as we all aspire to be. Look how sweet it is. Love. All right, so then we're gonna make some spooky ones. I'm gonna make this witch girl, this ghost with a hat. Thanks, dragon, because it's so cute. And then we're gonna choose from some of these. Oh wait, I have to make this one for Jody because you're raised lovely, and we should. Thanks, Laurel. You're both lovely. Love you. Okay. Yes, I do take donations. You can do them on YouTube, or there's like a link tree in my bio that has like my website for like shopping, a contact button for me. I just hit my own glasses. A contact button for me, donations, a wish list, that kind of stuff. Yes, write poetry, write all the poetry, because you know what I found to be the single most comforting advice I have ever received. Oh wait, no, we're making this one first. Is the moment, I don't know if I received it or if it was just a revelation, but the moment that I realized that, first of all of the things that I read are cheesy romance, almost all of them. And you know what? The plot is almost identical. And I don't care, because I'm there for the fluff. I'm there to have a lovely time, right? And when I realized that, it was somehow really freeing, because first of all, it means that writing does not have to be good for it to be your favorite. It doesn't. Which means my writing, your writing, it doesn't have to be good to make someone's day amazing, because to them, it's great. I'm talking about by your standards. Does that make sense? So with that same thought process in mind, that takes off a lot of the pressure of you thinking, well, I can't write because what if it's not good? Doesn't matter. Someone will like it anyway, because people like what they like, and you can't control what people like. And I found that to be extremely helpful. And I know that that might sound foolish or obvious to some, but it took me a really long time to get that. And also that it's very rare to have an original thought. But I realized as I read, another isekai romance thing where someone's reborn and they're magically a princess or whatever, that's not original. I've read a million of them, but you know what? I still read them and I still enjoy them. And that's the point. So you don't have to worry about what you write. It's not like you're going to be writing something that no one's ever thought in the world. It's just that the way that you write it and your personality comes across in that and makes someone else's day. And that is a wonderful thing about art. Because if people were worried about whether or not their art would be good, we wouldn't have any TV shows, movies, plays, books. I mean, the list is endless. Creative people are in every aspect of our lives, providing entertainment and joy and escapism and anything else. It's really a miraculous thing. So you have nothing to fear. I don't know, are they? So I just thought left-handed was normal because I'm left-handed, my husband's left-handed, my best friend's left-handed. I just figure maybe it's more people than I thought. I don't know. Exactly, dragon, exactly. And then I also started saying, which might also sound silly to you, but instead of saying what's the worst that could happen, because I always find myself saying that, oh, what's the worst that can happen? I changed it to what's the best that can happen. I know it's just a little thing, but I'm oh, what's the best that could happen? And then I just laugh it off and move on. But it's just a nicer way to frame that sentence that's sort of the same thing anyway, but a lovelier sentiment. So just little things like that can help you have the courage to write or do whatever it is that you're aiming to do. right, we have parchment, gray, and then I have this like combination of gray like things I had, white and black, because we're making this ghost. And it is the cutest ghost ever, and I have the same hat. So I will be making a bunch of these and then wearing that hat. And then being like, good sir, would you like a poem? I don't know how people talk back then. But that's the plan. If you don't overcomplicate it, then you are an absolute genius. And I don't have to give you any advice because you'll just go do it, which is amazing. I do not have that luxury. I'd like to overthink things. I wrote a poem about it. I think, let me see. That one should be around here somewhere. Let me see. All right, maybe if I just search it. Yep. The world is better with you in it, I heard her say. What a peculiar notion to think of. Not being in it, I mean. I thought of this compliment fully, threaded it through my brain. The only response I could utter unraveled on my tongue. For if I wasn't here, this moment where we discuss, this discussion wouldn't exist. I've overthought the compliment. That was just musings that I wrote once upon a time. But that, I feel, is really accurate. Oh yeah, this is merch. If you look really tiny, it says Treasure Letter. I just try not to make it annoyingly like Treasure Letter when it's like a pattern, you know? So it says growth takes time. The one on the site right now, this is the older one, I think is a little bit smaller. But it's this. And then there's one that says practice makes progress. There's also a hoodie where like growth takes time is embroidered on it. And then my name is like on the sleeve embroidered. Oh, I love that. Not like Treasured Letter is, not like Erica. That would be unhinged. Though you never know. But I make my own merch and this is my logo and you'll notice how perfectly that matches. Thanks for noticing. Gives me such joy. Anyway, our goal for today is $50 in sales or donations. If you know anybody who you think might like what I make, please send them to my website or just have them follow me on here or whatever you can do is amazing. Thanks, Zelda. Okay, so this is coming along swimmingly. So I've been trying to use older words like swimmingly because they annoy my sister. And I just can't think of a better pastime than that. So, because, like, they make fun of me for using words like willy-nilly. So in my head, I'm like, splendid. And I just feel like the more I lean into it, the funnier it is to me. Because I sound like a grandma, and I love that for me. This is pretty. This looks like granite or something, doesn't it? I don't know, marble? Cement, whatever you want to say, but it looks like a stone kind of thing. That's pretty. So the stamps themselves, I do not make because I don't have an engraver. I looked into it. It's about $3,000 to $10,000 for like a brass engraver that can do what I need it to do. And I was like, someday, but today is not that day. So I will keep at what I do until then. But obviously this one I hired someone to make for me on Etsy because that's my logo and I designed my logo to be one of two things. Like this is the actual logo, but then I also designed one that I knew would be a wax seal. I have not. I do not know what that means. Hello. You know what, Laurel? I love that. Thank you. Andrew, hi. Sorry. Sometimes y'all make me giggle. Andrew. expect that. It made me giggle and I turned pink. Sorry about that. All right. But anyway, y'all are silly. My writing name is my name. So in case you're wondering, my name is Erica Taylor. And I've been writing poems for a long, long time. And it took me until this year, out of 5 years, it took me till this year to remember that like I should put my name on the poem. So before that, none of them were numbered. None of them had my name. I didn't sign anything, my business name, nothing. Same with the cards. Nothing on the back. Nothing. Because I was an artist before I was a businesswoman, okay? I'm still learning that second part. But anyway, here is a swirly twirl situation that I think is really pretty, but my favorite color is gray. So obviously I think this is stunning beyond all belief because of that color right there. Makes me want to dye my hair again. All right. And then this is the front, looking so fun and kind of like it's split down the middle. Whoop. So I'm going to color this. It is going to be glorious. All right. That always makes me think of Hocus Pocus, where she's like, another glorious morning makes me sick, you know? Okay. So we're going to make this, and we're going to start leaning into Halloween colors. So this is going to be like black, maybe some of this. I don't have a ton of this. I'm going to need to get more, but in the meantime, is that what that means? I was trying to think of like what that could mean, but I didn't know. Okay, I need purple. And maybe like a little bit of orange for funsies. Hocus Pocus is a great movie. I mean, it's a little loose on plot. There's not a lot going on, but it is nostalgic and very fun. And who is it? Bette Midler sings wonderfully and just holds that thing together. All right, so I'm going to color a little ghosty. You might notice this is the same marker that's like hanging by a thread, but I have ordered 2 of these now. None of them have come. So if you're wondering what I need from the wish list, it is this marker in silver. I'm dying, but I can't run out. So anyway, it's the effort. Okay, we're going to try one of the old markers and see if maybe that will work. Usually the old markers get retired because they start exploding on my fingers, but they still work. So we do what we do in a moment of desperation. All right, so I would like, I think the black hat will be too dark with the other colors, so I'm gonna do rose gold. I majored in writing. Like I was like an English major. I took a lot of language courses and writing courses. So that was my favorite thing, and now I'm a writer. Oh, and I'm so glad because y'all, everybody was like, great, you can be a teacher or a reporter. And I was like, okay. So I like looked into being a teacher and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. And reporter, hate. I worked for like I interned at like a newspaper and I was like, this is terrible. So I'm really happy to be writing poetry because it is just my passion. It makes me so happy. Waterfire went great. Thank you for asking. That's a little ghost with a hat. It's so stinking cute. My God. And now we're making this. We're making a bunch of spooky ones because there's no Waterfire for the rest of the month. So I'm going to Salem. I will have you know, Thomas, that I am evil, like a little gremlin. Except if you give me food, then I'm nice again. But after that, evil incarnate. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wear like a little witch's hat, I think, just for fun. I don't want to wear like a full costume, I don't think, because I'm already gonna be typing and dealing with people. And I don't mean like I'm scared to talk to you. I mean, being in a sea of people scares me. Does that make sense? When people bump into you and there's nowhere to go and you just feel like you're in the way no matter where you go, that stresses me. So I'll be overcoming that fear live while I write poetry. So here's hoping it goes really well. Dragon, that's awesome. I'm married. Thank you. What is Dan going? Dan is not a big holiday person. So anytime he's related to a holiday, it's because he's with me and I'm so overboard that he's been somehow sucked in. So I think he's gonna be Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He just at first he didn't know, and I was like, hey, do you have a green shirt? And he was like, yeah, why? And I was like, no reason. And then he saw me watching Scooby-Doo and he was like, so he doesn't like to go all in like I do, but he did help me make like a 6 foot something no face costume so that I could wear it and be over 6 feet tall. That's fun. So he's very supportive. Nope, I can't think of her name. What's her name? It's like Sarah Jessica Parker or something like that. But he will love it because I will show up with candy and he's easily swayed by candy as well. We'll be fine. But in terms of going to Salem, he'll really like it. He's gonna take his mom and like wander around and get some pizza and just be happy. So he's gonna love that. All right. Maybe if we get to 10,000 subs, I'll sing that song, or at least how I remember it going. I don't fully remember all the words, but I'll try my best. But that's not till later. Okay, let's see. Yeah. You know what? You're not wrong, Laurel. Oh, it was. Okay, I thought so. If I tell him I got him Danny snacks, he would be so confused because he's never actually fully watched a whole Scooby-Doo episode, so he'd just be like, thank you. Can I eat it? All right, so these are my like nice waxes, and that means that they melted perfectly and are perfect. Then we set them on fire like so to get out all the air bubbles, and then we look at our joyously lovely work to think, my God, that's so Halloween-y, that's pretty, and then we carry on. It is pretty though, right? Me too, Anwar, and I thought it was going to be in Rhode Island again, but it's not. Or at least I heard that it's not. I think it was maybe in Atlanta. I'm not sure. But I hope they come here. Then I can go find them and be like, would you like a poem? And they're going to be like, please leave the premises. But that's then. Hey, Skylight, welcome back. Hi. All right, so our goal today, $50 in sales or donations, and telling me you can do it when it comes to Salem. Those are the goals. Oh my God, we have so many likes. And 100 likes. Is that too many? All right, that's too many. I think so too, Anwar, but I don't remember what I read about that. I have to look into it. I don't know. I think that I would like, so like I would love to have like some women friends. So I feel like I'm someone who would easily be like, oh yeah, okay, I guess I can learn witchcraft. Do you know what I mean? Because they'd be like, do you want to hang out in the woods in the night? And I'd be like, oh, okay. Hufflepuff. Anyway, so I think it's like that. But I'm basically just a little woodland creature who happens to get into a lot of mischief. Okay. I don't don't know what that means, but I think it's probably for the best. And I learned on the internet that sometimes you don't ask. Because sometimes you could tell you're not supposed to know. If you don't know already, it's not for you. And we're going with that. Thank you, Anwar. All right, so we made this one for Jody today, and it's really pretty, and I'm super happy that you remembered this one because look how nice this came out. I love that you can distinguish the purple from the black because I thought they might be too dark to do so, but you really can. And the reason is because of the orange underneath. It made like a brightness that made like a good palette. I don't know how else to say that. So I'm really happy about that. And then what else will people like for, I have a witch. So maybe like a spider web. Oh no, a bat. This is my favorite bat because I think it's very cute. Little potions. That sounds adorable. Now, the reason I started TreasuredLetter was like online, like streaming, because I streamed every day for like 5 years, which is literally psychotic. But I only miss days like here and there, you know? So I think that, I know, isn't it so cute, Leaf? Where was I going with this? Oh, the reason that I started streaming every day is because I thought people could use like a safe space to relax and not think about the world, because at any given moment, you're just constantly bombarded with what's wrong and what's going on and why you need to know. And while all of that is valid, I was like, no, thank you. So I made a space on the internet where people can feel safe. They're always, always accepted. I'm always happy to see them. And as long as they're kind, they'll always have a place to gather and be and know that somebody is just here to be just distracting enough where you can just kind of be in a bubble for a little bit and just relax. So that's why it's called Relax Melt Wax. And that's sort of the premise of why I made this space and why it matters so much to me and why I hold all of you so dear. And that still stands. So anyone who is kind is always welcome, and I will do my best to stream as much as humanly possible, so that you just have like a nice little calm routine in a crazy time. I made you a haunted house also. Hold on a minute. It's super cute. You ready? Ta-da! Didn't that come out nice? Look at the little pumpkins. Okay, sorry. Here you go. That is so cute. I love this. I love this. My God. Okay, I'm really happy about that. Look at the likes. Oh my God, 94. No, that's bananas. Okay, we're gonna make this. When I said 100, I thought, Erica, you're being too ambitious, because I have like a fear that I'm like, I love being too much. So don't get me wrong. It's not that. It's just a fear that if I ask for too much or try to get too much in that way, that I'll like somehow be punished. And that's not how businesses work. You're supposed to be trying, but I get nervous. So I'm working on that. But y'all are always challenging that. You're like, oh, bet 100, that's fine. And I appreciate you because I get really nervous. Thank you. I was in a forest today and it was so pretty, and then it felt like being in like a Studio Ghibli film, because then I walked through someone's garden and there were like full grown like eggplants and like plants in there like growing, and I was like, this is crazy. And then I walked through like this like area of like bushes and stuff and ended up on the shore of a pond, and then there was no one around and nothing but the fall foliage. It felt like being in a movie. It was stunning. And then Dan took a picture of me, and I always look terrible in photos, but he showed it to me right before the stream, and the sun is on me and I look like alive instead of like a small Victorian ghost child, and I love it. So anyway, that was a really happy, magical thing that happened today in the woods. If you're wondering, I took today off from the business because I thought I should. And I went to a baby shower, so I did other things around that, and I just got home right before streaming, so it was a really nice day, and I hope your day was good too. It really was wonderful. Hi, Jake, welcome. All right, so I thought that maybe some blue would be fun. So that's accidental blue. That's this like new bluish glitter that I have that's like a rainbow glitter. That's black. And I just thought like a nighttime bat would be good because I keep making them all Halloween colors and I don't have a lot of blues. So I just thought it'd be nice. So we'll see. But I do need to situate this silver situation because I do need that. 5 a.m. That's super early or really late, depending if you slept. Thanks, Johnny. Hello. Thank you so much. Welcome. Where did our music go? Oh, it's on. It's just really quiet. Here we go. Welcome. It shows 98 likes on my end. So our goal is $50 in sales or donations and then 100 likes because y'all were like 56. Nah. Thank you so much. And then what was our goal for, hold on a sec. Our goal for the stream was that we're trying to get 6,500 subs and we have 6,501. Ah! Oh my God. So now 6,600 will be our goal. And you know what? 66 is a lucky number because I opened TreasuredLetter on June 6th, which is 6/6. So pretty exciting. The goal is $50. $50 in sales or donations. Okay. Oh, 102 likes. Thank you. Love you. Okay. Okay. This is a super pretty color combo and I am here for it. So I think you're gonna like it. Onwards like, got it, 150. And I'm like, what? In my wildest dreams. Okay, look how gorgeous this is. I'm so proud of this. It's only 3 colors. Like, why is this so pretty? It's that glitter. Jody sent me this. I don't know where it came from. And it has like, I only have a couple of the blues. See, they're in there, but they're glittery. And like, look how gorgeous. It's a rainbow glitter. The one that I have is like a navy blue with a silver glitter in it on the website. I didn't put that one on the website because I only have a couple, but my God, it's gorgeous. This is my last tissue of the evening, so I have to very carefully not burn myself, but clean this spoon. It worked. All right. It looks like stars. It really is pretty. I'm excited. Okay, so I made this little ghosty. Oh, you mean the wax? Sorry, I don't have a functioning brain sometimes. No, I didn't find any yet, but I have one more place I'm gonna look. Because sometimes I hide extras from myself because I know I won't get more later or I only have a certain amount and I like them. That does happen. There's wax on my lap. That does happen. Not often, but like, would I save a couple? That sounds like something I would do because they're cute little ghosts. So I'm gonna look around. If y'all are wondering what we're talking about, Jody got me like wax that are different shapes and some of them were little ghosts and they were so cute that I was like crying and just like carrying them around my house being like, look. And Dan was like, very nice. Okay, you ready? Here's the back where the sticker goes. Look at that. Oh my God. And here's the front, the world's cutest bat. Oh, look, it has like a color block right there. Oh, that's fun. It's like a cloud. Oh my God. All right, so let's see if we can get this marker to work. If we can't, we'll pivot. But if we can, it means I exploded it just enough. Ooh, which I did. Life is good. All right, so did I spill a little? Yes, but does it matter? No. It is homemade and beautiful. Anyway, to me, this is the cutest bat. I know I'm not allowed to play favorites, but I really do with this one because it's so stinking cute. I have a more realistic bat, but like, who wants one when you have this cutie pie? A lot of people, it turns out. But look how cute. It's precious. It is precious. And the marker worked perfectly, inexplicably. It's just like, listened to me. How tall am I? Ooh, 6'7". I hope that clears things up. I feel like I should, I'm definitely shorter than a door frame though, so maybe not 6'7". Okay. Oh no! My stuffed animal fell. It's a little peach. All right, so here we go. Joanne's here. Hi. Hi, Joanne. Welcome, my friend. All right, so we're going to do a recap of what we made, but I hope you enjoyed tonight's spooky evening in honor of me being brave, because I wasn't going to tell you I was going to Salem because I thought if I told you I really had to go and I was scared. But then I thought, you can do it, even though but now that you know, I'm like held accountable. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's good because I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and no one said it was going to be comfortable because it's not. That's the whole point. So I'm going to Salem next weekend. I'm going to make poetry. Hopefully it goes well. If you would like live poems, please show up and find me. All right, so let me just clean this up a little bit. And everything looks good. Okay. Ready? Here's the back. This is the recap. Recap. All right. That's the back, which looks like a little witch's hat. Boop, 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 boop. See it? Okay. Here's the back. Here's the front. It's a treasure letter sticker, and it's cutie. I like the stripe on the page. It gives me joy. This is sweet, and I like it. Thanks, Lee. Somebody sent me one that they tagged me in from last night, and I was so proud. Okay. Then this is the back, and this is the front. Look how stinking cute that is. Like, can you believe? Look at that little ghost. Precious. I love a pumpkin aesthetic to an unhealthy level. I love it. So here's the back. Here's the front. I have to put my hand behind it, otherwise it gets blurry, I've noticed. So I'm trying here. But it's a cute little pumpkin. All right. Then we have this cutie pie. So that's the back where the sticker goes. That's the front. And he has a little hat. And it's just a little ghost with a little hat. And honestly, so cute. I love that tiny ghost. All right, and then a bat. Here's the back. Here's the front. Glittery and magical. I swirled this, so the fact that this is color blocked here and it looks like a little cloud gives me such sheer joy. I cannot explain it to you any other way. It could also, I guess, be the moon in the background, but I feel like a cloud is cute. Okay, so these are the stickers we made. If we're going to do them in order, I feel like it would be, I try and make them look like a fun swatch. So I feel like it would be like that, because this has silver in it. And then I don't know how we got here, but orange, orange, green, green. So that would be the swatch. And these are the stickers: a little ghost, a bat, a pumpkin, a haunted house, and a treasure letter sticker. So when I send them, I have these like special sticker backs that are circles that I put on, and they have a little tab. And then when you pull the tab, you can just like boop, and put it on whatever you like. They work really well on paper products. So if you want to put them on like a bookmark or a notepad or a card, that's lovely. A lot of people do scrapbooking, invitations, the little cards for like your table at a wedding or a birthday party. Just a hoard for fun, like a little goblin, or dragon or what have you, things that hoard. What else? I have one on my phone case. People have them on their fridge. Sometimes people make them into magnets, but yeah, really whatever you like. I wouldn't recommend putting them on your car because they're made out of wax, and I don't know where you live, but it could get hot, so I wouldn't do that. But yeah, whatever you like. Sometimes if you get a blank card, you can put it on the inside of that and like write your message, and that looks really nice, or on the outside or on the envelope. When I wrap gifts, I put them on the wrapping paper. A lot of things. But really whatever you like. Thank you. I hoard mine. Me too. I have so many everywhere. I opened my purse today. I had 2 full bags of them in there, and I was like, zip. I was looking for sanitizer. I gave up. Anyway, so I love what I do. I'm super lucky to be able to do it. While we didn't make our goal for today, we are ushering in a new week tomorrow. I will be streaming at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be typing because I'm trying to get used to that. I would like to be brave and start typing poetry live on here, but I don't know that I'm that brave yet. So I'll probably just be typing people's names, but we'll see how it goes. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream every night at 10:30 on either TikTok or YouTube, TreasuredLetter, on all the things. If you'd like to follow along on Instagram or here or there or anywhere. But Mondays I stream at 1, and I take the night to rest. So I'll be live tomorrow at 1. If you would like to join me, I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for all the likes. I'm realizing now that that's absolutely bananas. The most we've gotten is 338 in July one time we got. So that's a lot. This is crazy because that's like a third of that, and that was like an astronomical number. Do you know what I mean? So like this is a lot. Thank you so much. So anyway, if you're in Salem, Massachusetts, I almost said Rhode Island. If you're in Salem, Massachusetts this weekend, please look for me and I will write you a poem live. But anyway, if you would like to check out what I do, my website is TreasuredLetter.com, and I would love to make you something. So sweet dreams. If you would like any of these, let me know. I'll put it aside for you. Otherwise, we'll be making spooky ones for the next foreseeable future, so that I have them for this weekend for the spooky poems, because I assume they'll want spooky poems. I mean, I can write about whatever they want, but boy, it's Halloween in Salem, so I think I have to prepare myself to write some spooky things. We'll see. I have no idea what to expect, but I do know it will be fun, and I hope that I get to meet other street performers and artists and business owners and people that love what they do as much as I love what I do. That would be great. So here's hoping for that. Sweet dreams. Have a wonderful time. Thanks, Caps. Lovely to see you again. Thanks, Laurel. I will be live so tomorrow at 1 o'clock on here. So I will see you then, and hopefully. And thank you so very much. Sweet dreams, and love y'all, and good night.